Welcome to Shoulder Tap, everybody. We were just talking in the green room. You guys all saw that shot of Snowmass Mall there. The window washer came in and didn't finish the job. It's going to be streaky. Hopefully that dry air dries off that window, but the guy forgot to squeegee that window clean. Anyways, back to Shoulder Tap. Brett, joining us, Brett from the Risk team. Brett, what's happening today, man? Are we seeing more red? Are we seeing more green on the board in general?
Good afternoon, Andre, and traders watching out there. Today, across all of our live funded traders, it really represents well that it is a zero-sum game. We've got some traders up big, some not as much. But the good thing is the daily loss limit stops a lot of them from having excessive losses, and there is no cap on how much they can profit on a trading day. So that sometimes one trader has enough profits to make up for two or three traders that are having a bad day. But overall, it's pretty much zero sum out there in the Topstep live funded account world.
Excellent. Good stuff. All right, really quick. We just saw a little pop off the lows here, S&Ps and NASDAQ. Low of the day in S&Ps, 53.51. It's about a 4-point pop there. Here's some short covering. I got S&Ps up on both of them. Dow did not get the memo. Dow's still turning over a little bit here. House account did take about $2,100 loser, today being long from 60. I think we puked 55s, $2,100 later. Anyways, Brett, you got some shout-outs. You got some shoulder taps. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, we've got some shout outs. Dakota, nice. Shout out today. I know we had a shoulder tap for him yesterday, but making up for yesterday with 10K in profit, 98.90, I think specifically. And we've also got Shao, another one of our live funded traders on the TopstepX live platform. They're up $9,343 on the day today so far, and there's a bunch of others that I see. Raphael has $4,500. Michael MP off to a little bit of a slow start. He's down $159 right now, but keeping those losses in check, and that's the name of the game.
Come on, MP. Down $150. You got this, MP. I know you can do this. Vu Win in the chat says, can't wait to get on TopstepTV. We can't either. Put up those profits. We'll reach out to you, get you on TV. All right, Brett, let's get into all right, we're starting to see maybe this was just short covering. Sellers came back in on the S&Ps at 53.54. Or it came in around 57s. We're now trading 54s. Maybe another push to the low, test those lows out again. All right, Brett, let's get into it. I know we got 3 trading cards here today. I don't recall seeing these names before. So these names are new to me, probably new to the audience.
Yeah, I try to pick new traders for the most part. Sometimes I circle back and revisit a trader when there's something notable to talk about, especially. First trader that I wanted to talk about is Casey. Casey, we made the decision, the Risk team, to call them up to live from their 150K XFA yesterday. And I know yesterday we talked a lot about some traders that kind of either hit a home run or fall flat. And Casey is kind of the opposite of that, and really has gained traction in the account. Casey has 48 trade days completed in the XFA that was called up to live. Average daily P&L, $253. And stack that on 71% winning days, and it really starts to add up. Casey is being called up to live with $12,000 that will be moved to their live account. And the one thing I have in my notes that I wanted to highlight on Casey is average intraday P&L high and low is $276 of profit, $218 in losses, and their average winning and losing day as a whole is $534 in profits, $428 in losses. And with the 71% winning day, that shows just how quickly it can add up. That's just 48 days that added up to $12,100 for this trader. And then the thing I love about avoiding boom or bust, like Casey exemplifies so well, is, like I said, the average in losing days, their worst day is a third of their daily loss
Love it.
limit at
Love it.
3,000. You want to get a risk manager excited about the way you trade.
I know.
Don't come close to your daily loss limit. And the other thing is their best day is a home run, if you will. They made $5,842 in a
Wow.
single day. Their second best day is $3,461. And their third best day isn't even $1,000.
Incredible.
But
Incredible.
this is such a good display. It's $607. I think I failed to mention it there,
Huh?
but it really demonstrates that you can have a, a banger day, and it's more of an outlier. You don't try to force it. You let it come and you let it happen. And it really looks like that's something that Casey has really gotten good at. Um, the other thing that stands out is 24 benchmark days of more than $200 in profits, which means you just need 5 of those to be eligible to take a payout. And we encourage all of our traders to take payouts. They don't affect your leaderboard standings. The way to trade is to pay yourself when you can, but also keep your account balance healthy and make sure that you can trade for tomorrow. Anything stand out for you, Andre, with Casey?
Well, I think that's a $5 fine for Andre.
My God, you got me. You got me. You got me. You got me. Damn it. $5. Tell me who to Venmo. We talked about, you said we made the decision to take Casey from XFA to live funded. If you don't mind, give us a peek behind the curtain. I know I've asked you this before. We have new eyeballs. Oh, chat's all over my $5 fine. You guys like that, huh? I want you to tell me, what is that discussion like? Is it indeed a team decision or is it one person decision? What's some of the criteria you guys are looking at when you do decide to call someone up to the big league, so to speak?
I mean, it's definitely a team decision. Great question. We review the XFAs at the end of each trading day, and we review them for a bunch of different criteria. But really, what we're looking for is consistency, and I always ask for a second set of eyes on any call up to live because it is a serious situation, and it's a big deal to be called up to the big leagues. It's the same markets that the big funds are in, and you got to be at the top of your game to participate. But yeah, as far as Casey, when we were reviewing it yesterday, I think I spoke with Ben, another risk manager, about it, and we both liked the trading, being that it is consistent with that 71% winning day, and the average win loss per trade, the wins being bigger than the losses, and 74% of their trades are winners. So there's a number of different things. There's no one box that you can really check and you'll be called up to live. But it's a number of things that when we look at it all together, it adds up to, yeah, we want this guy trading the real money.
So, will a big ass account balance do the trick solely on it by itself?
I'm sorry?
We'll just say a big account balance. Say the account's up 50 grand. Will that do the trick in itself, or do you want to see how that number was generated in the XFA? When going from XFA to live fund, say the account balance is 50 grand, 100 grand. Is there a certain threshold that needs to be crossed in order they'll automatically get called up to live funded, or is there you want to see how the sausage is made, so to speak?
Yeah, we definitely look into what made up that account balance, whether it be 10,000, 20, or 50, or more $1,000.
Sure.
We look at how that's made, because if you're trading hundreds of contracts a day or thousands of contracts a day, there's costs associated with that, and you gotta make sure that you are profitable with every trade, or at least in a position to be profitable, because it's amazing in the live markets how quickly the fees can cut into your profits. Even
Yeah.
it takes one trade to wipe out a number of good trades, depending on some of an individual trader's criteria.
Excellent stuff. So there you go, folks. It's not just account balance alone. They want to see how you get there. If you're over trading, that's going to be costly. You're getting those profits up. Anyways, all right. Let's go on to the next one. We got about 10 minutes left here in the segment. Fast or shoulder tap. Quick update on the markets here. We did bounce off VWAP in NASDAQ. VWAP at 19,077. We're trading beneath that 66s right now. Dow going sideways. S&P's kind of chopping around the lows here, so to speak. Crude just seems making another push to the highs at $75.79. Currently trading $75.72. So quick market update there. Let's go to the next card then if we got it.
Yeah, that's Diego.
Diego. Brasilia. Awesome.
Yeah, Diego's in a 50K XFA, and again, modest numbers. Winning day percentage is at 32%. Would like to see that climb a little bit, but Diego's managed to build up a healthy account balance. However, there have been some recent losses that Diego's been experiencing, but really good at checking off a benchmark day of $200 as well. Mm-hmm. But kind of struggling recently. This account started December of last year, which is fantastic to have it for such a long time. And they've built up a healthy balance. 74 trade days completed. They've taken some payouts, and really it's time to hit that mental reset button as the losses have been a little bit more significant than the profits in the trading more recently in the past few weeks. So, I mean, one thing that I've said a number of times is make sure that you can have a few days on the right side of zero when struggling. I've done it, and sometimes all it is $50 or $100 just so you can kind of say, all right, I did what I set out to do. I took money out of the markets.
Absolutely. So this account's been open since December, you say?
December of 2023, 74 trading days completed, and that is days that the trader made a trade in the account. One thing that I love about Diego's trades is really only takes 3 lots at a time. And that's something that I can't emphasize enough to any of our traders is you can make a living trading 1 or 2 contracts at a time. You don't have to take 15 contracts and max risk. It's a dangerous way to live.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it can go boom at times. However, a lot of the times we see that it goes bust more quickly than it goes boom.
So let me ask you this then, Brett. What would it take? What would you like to see from Diego to take them from XFA to live? What would you like to see more of?
With Diego, Diego's done a good. I'm sorry.
No, what would you like to see more of, or what would you like to see less of, to ultimately take Diego from XFA to the big leagues here at Topstep?
I'd love to see more benchmark days that aren't necessarily outliers, that just show consistency. And I'd love to see Diego avoid that daily loss limit a little bit better than they recently have. Over the last roughly 12 trading days, there have been five or six daily loss limits, it looks like. There have been a few instances, and yesterday, in fact, where Diego stopped trading down $64. And I commend that. You know what? Not my day. My mentor always told me, be in a mindset that is conducive to trading. Get a good night's sleep. Be clear-headed, and that is a large part of being successful, is being in a mental spot that you can succeed before you even walk up.
Okay, I like it. Diego, you heard what they want to see. I don't know if you're watching or not, but we're almost there. We're almost there. You heard what they want to see. More benchmark days from Brett. You heard it from him. He says it. It is true. Okay. Quick update on GameStop. GameStop has been rallying, I'm told. Let's take a look at this stock real quick here. GameStop trading. Of course, it's not up. We will take a look. But here, GameStop is rallying. I heard it was trading $35 last time. $37 now. $37. Michael, we're getting back to scratch.
$37.70.
MP, we can scratch this sucker. Don't hold out too long here. Okay. Anyways, all right. We got Diego. We got coming up one more trading card, and then I got another question for you after. So, Brett, take it away.
All right. Next trader is Richard, but holy cow, I thought the GameStop conversation would end a long time before now, and it's still going strong.
Can't kill it,
That's
man.
amazing.
Will not die.
The next trader that I have for as far as a trading card is Richard. Richard is also, like Diego, in a 50K XFA and trading the NASDAQ.
Hold on, let's switch the card here real quick. We've got Richard, Northern Mariana Islands. Where is that? Northern Mariana Islands. Where is that? All right, go on. Yeah, I'll look it up.
I think it's an American territory in the Pacific. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But
cool.
all right, getting back to Richard.
Yeah.
Richard's got 88% winning days. Average daily P&L of 254. So modest gains, but again, that's what we love to see. Only takes 5 trades a day. Again, 3 contracts per trade.
Yep.
And with Richard, the trade report, if you're looking at it, Andre, it really does look good, where they truly are gifted at hitting that benchmark day of $200 and stopping for the day. They've done it at least 50% of their last 10 trading days.
Oh, you love that.
You don't go broke taking profits. It's the way to trade, especially when you're still learning. And I'm still learning. Everybody is still learning as the markets are always evolving and shifting. You gotta be able to adapt with the change of the markets. Just because something worked yesterday doesn't mean it'll work tomorrow. But taking profits is actually one of the things that will work forever. Richard has taken a good deal of payouts, and the one suggestion that I have for Richard is consider reevaluating your profit or your personal loss limit, because it looks like a lot of the days that you don't get to that benchmark $200, you go straight to the daily loss limit.
Ooh,
and that can really hurt you when you're trying to build the account. And Richard's been in the account for 41 days. 88% of those days have been profitable, and that has kept the account in good standing and able to trade the following trade date. The average intraday P&L high and low is 380 and minus 159. Great numbers.
Yes, you guys love that. You guys love seeing those numbers like that. You guys, I know, and Mick talks about this, you talk about this. You guys are looking for a couple hundred up, couple hundred down, couple hundred up, couple hundred down, over time. I think that's exactly what we're seeing here, Brett.
Absolutely. And I mean, with a best day of 1572, not trying to knock it out of the park, just trying to get those base hits. Like I think Mick says base hits a lot, but it is something that is important. And a modest best day, $1,500 is a ton of money. And that is something to keep in mind when you're locking in that profit. You know what? Maybe Richard was shooting for $500 that day and had a pleasant little surprise when he got out of the last of a position. But it is so important to just be on the right side of zero, have a winning day, and move on.
I agree. Well, I'm not going to lie. What you're saying is I've looked up where the Northern Mariana Islands are. This is out by Guam in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It is a U.S. Commonwealth. This is really cool, man. We are Topstep is all over the damn globe. I mean, we are on the Northern Mariana Islands. I did not know it existed. Richard, if you're watching, man, it looks like you're in paradise out there, and you're still trading up, doing very, very well on these NQ. You are out by Guam, northern in the middle of the ocean by Guam. Yep, there you go. It also says the deepest part of the ocean out there. Someone's been there on a ship. This is very, very cool. This is pretty exotic stuff. Very cool. And while I say that,
James
we got
Cameron.
the buyers. James Cameron. Hey, Jack. We got some buyers coming in here, and S&P's buyers coming in here, and the NASDAQ as well. And NASDAQ finally went through VWAP. VWAP 19,077, currently trading 82s. S&Ps have some work to do, still playing catch up. VWAP is 53.64, currently trading 53.60. So, all right, we got that going. All right, Brett, well, that wraps it up for all the shoulder tap, all the trading cards. I got a question. When Mick is out of the office, because I know Mick is traveling, does the risk get tighter around the office? Does the risk get a little bit looser with our traders? When Mick is gone traveling in Europe, much deserved break holiday, does do we get a little bit harder, stricter on the traders, or a little bit more lenient with the traders? Or does anything change at all?
Oh man, I'd love to tell you that my feet go up on the desk and just kind of watch for the day, but no. In all seriousness, we're all really closely aligned, and most importantly, we all believe and agree with those things that we're aligned on, which kind of makes it an easy day to day, whether he's in the office or out of the office. It's certainly helpful to have his guidance and experience, but the day to day runs much the same, whether he's available or busy doing other things.
I figure sometimes Mick likes to come in here and be bad cop. We guys like Ben that come in here, but got me good cop. But all you guys got to play both sides, bad cop and good cop. I would say sometimes people need a kick in the butt. Sometimes people need a pat on the back. So everyone's different. That's what we're here for at TopstepTV. Real quick, we got group coaching coming up next. Pinned to the top of the chat. We got those submit the questions for. We got Robert coming in and group coaching with Robert and JD.